morning. You're watching PA Harness Week, a show all about harness racing right here in the great state of Pennsylvania. We have everything from the greatest races of the week. We talk with trainers, drivers. We really have it all. I'm Sharla McBride, joined by Heather Vitale.
I am so excited about today. First of all, we're wearing my favorite color, pink, yes, and I'm ready to rock and roll.
We have a lot going on in this next half hour. Here's what you can expect to see on this week's show. On today's show, the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes produces a world record at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. Can't wait until you see this race. Plus, the Great Northeast Open Series is coming to a conclusion on September 2nd. We have the latest winner, and driver Eric Carlson is having a fantastic year. We'll catch up with him. And if you haven't met Hall of Fame trainer Chuck Sylvester, you're in for a treat. He and much more are coming up on racing's fastest paced half hour. And now for our race of the week from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. It's all part of the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes featuring 2-year-old trotting colts. Now there's 3 divisions, each one holding a purse of $60,000.
On the back stretch, Mass Fortune K looking to get away from this field is up by 3 now. Klutzy having to respond. Andy Miller going to the whip, trying to get him closer. And Jerry has spotted the leader 8 lengths and trying to come on first over and having a hard time passing Flippin' Creek. Second over is White Tiger and the trailer Fashion Possessed. Mass Fortune K by a length. All of a sudden, Klutzy awakening here on the outside, but still 2 back. 3/4, 126 even, 29 even third panel. It's Mass Fortune K the lead, and on the outside continuing to improve there is Jerry. Pocket seat there still for Klutzy. On the outside coming up fourth, White Tiger. Top of the stretch, and Jerry just like that has wrested the lead away from Mass Fortune K. But White Tiger falling up on that cover on the outside is coming on strong. It's White Tiger and Jerry, and White Tiger with Anthony Macdonald.
White Tiger gets a second over trip and roars to a 155 victory. Now this is not only a track record, but it is a world record for a 2-year-old trotting geldings on a 5/8 mile track. Congratulations. Anthony Macdonald is the head of the stable in Canada, which is an incredible outlet for getting new owners into the business.
And now moving over to race number 4 in the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes. 2-year-old colt Prospect Hill did the work on the front to win in 155. The son of Muscle Hill has now won 5 stakes races in his last 5 outings for a husband-wife team of driver Andy Miller and trainer Julie Miller.
In the 3rd division and final division, Osterk made a bold first-up brush in front of the stands, then battles with a Demon on the Hill, and then prevails with Yannick Gingras in the bike. The son of Cantab Hall gets the job done in 155 2 for trainer Jimmy Tactor. Jimmy Tactor, by the way, is a Hall of Famer, and speaking of Hall of Famers, Chuck Sylvester has been racing a lot on our Pennsylvania circuit, and I got to touch base with him. He's a 3-time Hambletonian winning trainer and a legend in the sport. So let's see what's up with the Sylvester stable.
Chuck, harness racing has been very, very good to you, from Lucky Chucky to Mac Lobel. Tell me about a favorite memory.
Well, there's been lots of them, that's for sure. I guess back a lot of years ago, by Mac winning the Hamiltonian was a great thrill that day.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on. Mac Lobel in front now by 4 or 5. Napolitano is never going to catch him. The others are far back. Here is a brilliant trotter and a brilliant performance. Mac Lobel.
Now, you have really kind of semi-retired, right? You have a very small stable now. How many horses do you have?
We have 7 horses, and that's, I have to have something to do, so 6 or 7 the last couple of years, and that's enough.
You know, they're all trotters, is that correct?
Oh yeah, I can't compete with the pacers anymore. I'm lucky to compete with the trotters.
And you're having a really good year, batting like 364. Pretty darn good. So you have a few nice horses.
We have nice horses. I'm lacking a good 2-year-old right now that can compete with the big girls. But they can compete in the secondary races, and so we're happy right now.
Other than racing, what are you up to?
Not too much, really. I'm getting old. I'm 78 now, so I'm happy to get home, take a nap in the afternoon, and relax.
Age is just a number, you know what I'm saying? Now,
I guess.
What is up and coming for the Sylvester stable?
Well, every horse we have this year probably won't be here next year, so I better get a few yearlings this fall. I'll scout around and hope to pick up at least 6 or 7 babies, and we'll have another winner down south.
Wonderful. Well, I'll see you at the sales.
Okay.
We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll have more from the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono and the Great Northeast Open Series. Plus, we'll catch up with driver Eric Carlson. It's all coming up.
Outside, more the better. Higher later, more the better.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
The world is full of compromises, but not here. Not on this day, not in this race, not in this sport. Every bet is a hope. Return on investment comes in seconds. This is harness racing. We welcome you to the Harness Racing Fan Zone. See it all for yourself. Feel it in all the passion. Share that experience with others. The Harness Racing Fan Zone puts you in the driver's seat.
The excitement is back. Breeders' Crown. America's $6 million championships return to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono, where racing's greatest champions are crowned on one unforgettable night. And a brand new chapter in racing history is written. Breeders' Crown, Saturday, October 27th. The journey, the pursuit of greatness, all comes down to this.
Welcome back. You're watching PA Harness Week. We head back to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono and the Great Northeast Open Series. The purse, a cool 30 grand, and the favorite, more the better.
Highlighter and Split the House really going at it at the half in 55-3. 28-2 second panel. Fractions have been kept under control even with the battle for the lead. Highlighter by just a nose over Split the House. Two back on the inside, Rodeo Romeo. More the better. Still has an uncorked his A move. Now he steps to the outside for Callahan. 3 away. Two back to fifth and the real one. Better's Edge still lagging. And Highlighter now by a half length over Split the House. 3/4 120. 20-4, 25-1 on the back stretch, and Highlighter and Split the House are still just battling away. Inside, Rodeo Romeo closer, more the better, second over. Top of the stretch, Highlighter trying to hold up. Inside, the real one finds room deep at the pylons. Outside, more the better, Highlighter, more the better, more the better, and Corey Callahan.
Highlighter and Split the House battle up the backside in a third quarter of 25-1. Unbelievable. Of course, more the better definitely benefited from that. He ends up winning by a neck, and winning driver Corey Callahan was in the bike for winning trainer Ross Krogan. Now this horse is a New Zealand native. He's only been in America for 4 starts. He's had 2 wins, a second and a third, and this 149 mile is his fastest on American soil.
We head right here to Harris, Philadelphia, and our race of the week. It's a feature race for fillies and mares. The favorite in this one is Delightful Dragon.
The Rita Franco by a half. Delightful Dragon thinks same. Use Your Noodle awaits clearance. Brunhilde lumbers up with cover. Bazooka drops back inside looking for room. Future headlines. And on the far outside, Chillin' Up to Be. They straighten away. Delightful Dragon trying to sustain. The Rita Franco trying to counter. Chillin' Up to Be on the far outside with Brunhilde. Use Your Noodle up the inside, but Delightful Dragon is going on. Delightful Dragon by 2 in the end. Delightful Dragon grabs her broom and sweeps around the field. She ends up winning in 152 by 3 lengths so easily. Now, this 7-year-old mare is owned and trained by Noel Daly and driven by Eric Carlson, and we caught up with Eric Carlson about this race and about him.
She's a good mare. You know, it's good to win any race, but, you know, win with a classy old mare like that, it always feels good.
Now, your background's interesting, not like a lot of people in this sport. Both your parents, school teachers, so you went to college. What were you looking to do when you went into college? Were you looking to be a harness racing driver?
Absolutely not. Not at all. No, I got a good job out of college, a pretty good job, and saved some money. I bought some horses of my own. Before I know it, I was training a stable of 7 or 8 or whatever of my own. I was driving my own. Before I know it, I was driving for other people. Before I know it, I was being requested to drive better horses than what I own. Before I knew it, I didn't own horses and I was just driving. And before I knew it, I'm in Pennsylvania. I have no idea. It's just the road is kind of, the road of life's a little bit weird, but yeah.
Were your parents surprised when you decided to kind of switch careers?
No, not really. I mean, I was introduced to it by my dad. He had some race horses on the side, and you know, so I saw it from an early age. But he only did it as a hobby, and but you know, he had a couple of decent ones, and he did pretty well with them. So you know, I thought, you know, it's okay. Let me try this on my own. You know.
Do you love it?
Absolutely. What's not to love? Yeah. I mean, we're here. No, it's okay. When it's good, it's good. But it's a tough business. You know, there's ups and downs, and you know. It's a job, you know, but you got to go to work and stay at it. But yeah, it's good. Wouldn't want to be doing anything else.
So each week we like to show you a race that really makes us go, OMG. Now, this race might not initially catch your eye and make you say OMG, but it's the backstory. It's that this really was an OMG moment for one very special horse, the favorite, Mel Mara.
Mel Mara still up tempo here, leads it by a length. Siamak is second by 2 inside. J.K. Parlay starts the gap third. Up on the outside, Archangel 3 gains ground uncovered fourth. Frankie's Beach Boy is in the outer flow fifth. Right beyond that one, Bully Pulpit is they near 3/4. Better's Glass is gap to the inside seventh. Roll with Howie Trails around the turn they go. It's still Mel Mara up by 3 3/4, 123 and 2 back-to-back 28s. Mel Mara by 3.5. Inside Siamak is second. Outside, Archangel 3 needs to pick up his ball game. Frankie's Beach Boy looks to circle up 3 wide. Bully Pulpit's behind him. They straighten away. Mel Mara's still well clear. 4 lengths to the good. Outside, Frankie's Beach Boy. In between rivals, Archangel 3. On the far outside, Bully Pulpit. But it's all Mel Mara. Meet Harness Racing's newest millionaire, Mel Mara.
Mel Mara makes his first win of the season, a very memorable one. Now, this 9-year-old is also a world champion, and with his 151-2 victory, he becomes a millionaire. So in the driver's seat was Vic Kirby, who, by the way, Vic Kirby has never, ever driven this horse before this start. Yeah, so Vic got the job done. But I got to give kudos to Corey Callahan, because Corey is the regular driver, wasn't here for this special occasion, but Corey's been in the driver's seat for a lot of those wins, so right on to Corey as well. Winning trainer is Dylan Davis, and props to the owners, Howard Taylor, Jerry and Teresa Silva, and Robert Cooper.
And as we know, these beautiful animals really take a lot of care to be able to do the best they can do on the track here in Pennsylvania. And coming up here on PA Harness Week, we made a very special caretaker and who tells us about her job and how much she just loves it.
The excitement is back. Breeders' Crown. America's $6 million championships return to the Downs at Mohegan Sun, Pocono, where racing's greatest champions are crowned on one unforgettable night. And a brand new chapter in racing history is written. Breeders' Crown, Saturday, October 27th. The journey, the pursuit of greatness, all comes down to this.
This message is brought to you by the more than 23,000 folks all across the Commonwealth, your friends, your neighbors, who proudly earn their living in Pennsylvania's horse racing and breeding industries. Each year, horse racing provides well over $4 billion in economic impact statewide, and horse racing is directly responsible for jobs, tens of thousands of solid, good-paying jobs in Erie, Harrisburg, Philadelphia, everywhere you look. Horse racing in Pennsylvania, it's a winner.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
Welcome back. You're watching PA Harness Week. Well, coming up in 1 week, next weekend on September 2nd, well, it's a huge day. It's the Great Northeast Open Series Final and the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes Final. They're both happening in the same day.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got the Great Northeast Open Series. I get always so excited about nights like this. There's 3 divisions. They all go for $100,000. We've got the Open Pacers, Open Pacing Mares, and the Open Trotters. Not only is it a big purse, but also they go for kind of an unusual distance we're not used to seeing, 1.25 miles over the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono's 5/8 mile track. So that'll be fun. And then we've got 3-year-old Pennsylvania Sire Stakes finals, $250,000 each. It's such, oh my God, it's going to be an incredible night. And of course, you know, these horses, in order to get to these big races, they need care.
Yes.
Yes, they need people behind them. We always hear about the trainers, and we hear about the owners, and we hear about the drivers. What about the unsung heroes of the sport, the caretakers? What about their hours and their dedication to the horses? Well, we checked in with a very special person who absolutely adores some of the most beautiful animals in the universe.
All right, Katie, so we're interested in what you do on a daily basis here. So I know you take care of the horses, but elaborate on that a little bit for me.
Well, every day I get to the barn around 6 a.m. I turn out my horses, I give them fresh water, I clean their stalls to get them ready to jog. They go out and jog or train. And then once they come back in, they get a bath, and then we start putting them away, which is brushing them, picking their feet, putting bandages on them, looking for any heat in their legs to find, you can usually tell their soreness.
What got you into this? Why did you want to do what you do?
Well, I grew up in the business. My parents, they had trained horses when I was younger, and I've been at the barn since I've been 5 years old, walking horses around, and then it just, from there, I always went to the races with my dad. I always went to the barn on the weekends and during the summer. And then from after that, I went to college for a year, and then I decided that I love the horses and it's my passion.
So what are some of your earliest memories of being around the horses?
Probably I remember my dad claiming a horse for me when I was 5 years old. And I would walk him to the paddock by myself, and you know, I'd grass him, and just that was probably. And then jogging when I was 9 years old, 10 years old, and training by the time I was 13. So,
what's your favorite part about this job?
Probably being around the horses. Just you get to know them and their personalities, and they're all different.
What's the most challenging part of your job?
Probably when your horse goes to the track and doesn't perform the way you hope it does, or if a driver gives a bad drive, or if you get to the barn and they haven't ate.
Why is your job so important? Why are people like you so important in this business?
Because we're the ones who take care of the animals. We're the ones that see them every day, and the ones that pick up on little things, whether or not, you know, if they're feeling good that day or if something's off.
And you can see these beautiful animals that she was just talking about up close in person. Here's a look at our live racing schedule for this week. The Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono has exciting live harness racing Saturday through Tuesdays. Each evening, the post time is at 7 p.m. And at Harris, Philadelphia, there is Sunday racing with a post time of 12:40. Then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the first race post time is at 12:25. Now, each week we like to make you think just a little bit and throw a little trivia your way. So Heather has this week's trivia question.
What is the trotting track record at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono? Now, it only happened 4 years ago, and it was a world record.
Oh, all right. So think about that for just a little bit. We do have to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the answer to that question and much more here on PA Harness Week.
And this is used for a horse that's bearing in or bearing out. You want to try to keep the horse from go straight.
At Mohegan Sun Pocono, the colors shine a little brighter. The meals are just a little tastier, and the slots a little hotter. When you're here with great friends, the good times seem to last a little longer, and you just may feel a little luckier. Best of all, it's all a little closer, so you can shine on anytime you like. Shine on, Mohegan Sun Pocono.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on. It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away.
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past, while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of Harness Racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, changing lives since 1976 by providing unforgettable experiences while educating young racing fans. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, hands-on equine learning at camps across the country and driving exhibitions. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, providing scholarships, leadership programs, career and college information. Support the Harness Horse Youth Foundation. Log on to hhyf.org and find us on Facebook. The Harness Horse Youth Foundation, growing our future with enthusiasm.
Before the break, Heather asked you a very important question. Well, it's a trivia question. It's kind of fun if you know the answer, but if you don't, she has it now.
I do. Okay, so what's the trotting track record at the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono? It is 1:49. That is a time taken by Sebastian K, and it happened June 2014.
All right, so Sebastian K's phenomenal track record at Pocono tops our trivia this week, so it only seemed fitting that it was also our blast from the past. So here it is from 2014, Sebastian K's world record performance.
And they are underway. Sebastian K on the outside, wasting no time, forging the lead here. Modern Family coming up on the outside with him, along with Archangel a close third. But Sebastian K does indeed clear and make it to the pylons. Back fourth on the inside, Arch Madness, followed by Sevruga. Market Share is sixth. Then comes Amigo Ranger. And so Sebastian K, even from the outside post, glided to the front and has him at the quarter mile in 26-2. Sebastian K, 3 for 3, all superhuman victories at the Meadowlands since arriving from Sweden. And Ike Svanstedt has him on the front end here. Back in the pocket, Archangel, followed by Modern Family, himself having an outstanding campaign. Single file to the veteran, Arch Madness fourth. Everybody staying in line, nobody taking a shot at Sebastian K just yet. Inside Sevruga, Market Share looks for cover, sixth Amigo Ranger at the back. To the half, 55-3, 29-1, second panel, not too taxing at all there. Svanstedt was able to really rate the pace well with Sebastian K. And unhurried, he's on top by about a length. Archangel hanging close at 5/8. Two more back there to Modern Family as the pace is really picked up with Sebastian K blistering up front. Further back now, Market Share in fourth, then Arch Madness, Sevruga and Amigo Ranger at the back. 3/4, 1:21-4, 26-1 third panel. And Sebastian K, possibly a history-making ride on the 5/8. There goes Archangel off stride, could not hang. Top of the stretch, Sebastian K. It's all just a matter of how hard Svanstedt wants to push it now. Way back to Modern Family and Market Share. Sebastian K, watch the timer now. Sebastian K to the line, 1:49 flat.
That 1:49 world record with Sebastian K and driver trainer Ake Svanstedt was not just a big deal, it was a huge deal. This was the fastest mile for a trotter ever in history on any size track, and I could say, yeah, I was totally there. Also, it was such a big deal that it was named the racing moment of the entire year by harness racing fans.
There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes here in harness racing, like right here in this paddock, that you might not even know about. For example, have you ever heard of a head pole or even know what it's used for?
I totally know what that is, okay? So we like to say in harness racing that a straighter horse is a faster horse. Well, how do you get a straighter horse? You use a head pole. That's one piece of equipment to do it. So we got the 411 from somebody that knows a little something about that.
So Sam, what is this in your hand and what is it used for?
This is a head pole. This happens to be a burr head pole. And this is used for a horse that's bearing in or bearing out. You want to try to keep the horse from to go straight. Bearing in means he'll have his head turned to the outside. And then bearing out, he's turning his head to the inside. So by applying this head pole, you keep his head straight.
So let's see you put it on.
Okay. I always put it on the outside ring because it makes the horse a little more comfortable. And you just push this lever back right here, apply it to the ring. And then you attach it to this strap, which is a head pole strap, of course. And it connects to this water hook right up here.
Do a lot of horses wear these?
I would say probably 90% of them do, because horses tend to look around, they look at different things, or they may be, something may be bothering them a little bit, and they'll bear in or they'll bear out, and this really helps a driver steer the horse. It works tremendously. Without that, you'd have a real hard time, and the horse could interfere with himself. So by keeping this piece of equipment on him, it's doing a justice to the horse and the driver.
This is what I think is worth explaining. Now, if a horse is taking his head and going to the right, where do you put the head pole?
On the inside.
Yes. Okay, and why is that? Because everyone thinks, well, if the horse is going to the right, put the head pole on the side to make his head come back, but that's not it at all.
Imagine a car, driving a car, and you get a blowout on the right side. That car is going to pull to the left. So you want it, this is the same purpose, is keeping the horse from going straight, like you would try to keep the car from going straight as well when you get that blowout.
Very, very good information. Thank you, Sam, so much for helping us out with this little harness racing 411.
You're welcome.
It is 2018, and we like to keep you up to date on social media and what's trending, and sometimes the best place to look is Facebook.
Yeah, this is a total selfish plug here for my Facebook page, but I put something on so cute this week and it got a lot of hits. So let me tell you, when I went to Ireland a couple weeks ago, also with me was American driver Mike Wilder, who he competes right here in Pennsylvania at the Meadows. Well, he took a whole bunch of driving gloves with him. So in this picture, I captioned it, flight to Ireland, $1,000. Driving gloves, $30. Smile from little harness racing fan, priceless. Oh, just so cute. Also, I want to tell you about this account on Twitter for these two equine members of the Ohio State University named Red and Orion. So it says on their Twitter page, we work hard with our mom, Officer Shootman, and the other units around Ohio to keep OSU and Columbus safe. So go Red and Orion. We salute those four-legged officers.
And if you're looking for a great thing to follow on Twitter, go to the Downs at Mohegan Sun Pocono. It's @Downs@MSP. They tweet great stuff all day long. If you're looking for us, well, we're always on HarnessWeek.com. You can also find us on Twitter @PAHarnessWeek, and of course on Facebook @HarnessWeek. It's been another great half hour here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Thanks so much for watching PA Harness Week, racing's fastest paced half hour. We'll see you same time, same place next week.